Hello, Robin. I'm glad you're meeting with me today. Although I have some bad news for you, I'm sure at this point you're aware of why we're meeting today. As we've had several meetings in the past prior to today. 4 to be exact, you remember these meetings and the discussions that occurred at them, correct?
Yes, I remember very well.
Okay. How do you feel that your performance has changed since January of this year regarding your job and the requirements of the job that you're holding?
Well, it's been very overwhelming, and it wasn't really probably what I expected it to be. I haven't experienced this kind of job before, so learning how to do it was, very overwhelming and challenging for me.
Okay. I know you've tried really hard, and particularly in terms of leaving a positive impression in your interactions with others. When I discussed with the rest of the team, as I said I would, I received several positive comments of your improvement and your attempts to improve what we needed to work on regarding your employee improvement plan. But on the other two dimensions we had spoke about, handling the daily workflow and the work from me and having no consistent mistakes within your job requirements, as you should be comfortable with by now, your performance is not where we need it to be. And I know you've been trying, but there's been over 5 times in the past 3 weeks that you've went against your employee plan. There's been 13 times documented specifically in the last 3 months of unexcused absences. You're still having, over this past 7 months, the unexcused absences, as well as failing to perform up to the EFGC standards. You haven't been completing your social histories on your cases. You haven't offered crisis intervention to any of your clients during the needed times, and most of all, it's been documented that you're still failing to meet with your clients on a monthly basis, which is required within our company. This is a very serious problem, and this is why we have the employee improvement plan in place for you, as well as your one-on-one trainers to benefit you personally. And unfortunately, now we're to the point where we need to move forward with someone else in the position of your role, and today will be your last day. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. I'll answer accordingly. You can clean out your desk today, say goodbyes, finish any other tasks or anything that needs to be cleaned up. This afternoon you should talk to Maria in HR about the employee checklist, about the exit procedures and what needs to be done. And once that procedure is done, you have to sign at the end of the checklist that everything was completed. You'll receive your last paycheck on scheduled time, as well as your insurance will be active to the last day of this month, which is the 31st. Do you have any questions that you can think of?
What do I do about my schedule for the week?
If you can just give me a copy of your schedule, then I'll give it to one of the coworkers that is partially familiar with your clients, and I'll pass it on, and they can meet with your clients for this week.
So you'll take care of the appointments then that I already have scheduled?
Yes, we'll take care of that. We'll cover you. Next page. Is there any other questions that you can think of that you might have?
Will I be paid for my accumulated sick time or my vacation time?
Yeah, that will all be cashed out on your very last check.
Okay.
On your last pay date.
What's this going to look like on a future resume, do you know, or a reference?
We're still willing to give you positive references in hopes that you'll find a better job to suit you and your capabilities. It's not that you didn't try to put effort towards your employee improvement plan, but it's just you weren't holding up to the standards of the company, and that affects the company, and it was just time for us to go our separate ways, and hopefully you find other employment, which is also why we're extending your paid time to the end of the month. Today will be your official last day, but we're going to pay you out to the 31st in hopes that that'll give you a little bit of leeway to be able to find employment within that gap of a week and a half.
So there's like no other department or that I could possibly...
I mean, are you implying about like within the company to
Sure,
apply for?
yeah.
I mean, you're more than welcome if there's anything that you have qualifications for to apply within the company. I'm not saying you wouldn't be qualified or we would reject you because of this, because you did put efforts towards. It's not that you didn't put any efforts towards it, but I mean, we're still willing to give you good references, so it would just be going through the interview process for that position.
Okay. Well, thank you for your opportunity.
I just want to thank you for your contributions to this company and your efforts that you put forth towards attempting to correct some of your goals and actions within the plan. And we wish you the best of luck and hope that you find a career that fits your capabilities. Also, do you need any copies of your improvement plan or your counseling forms from the previous months that we had met regarding this?
That would be great.
Okay, I will get you copies and see me before you leave at the end of the day, and I will give you extra copies of those for your file.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Ratt.
Thank you.